Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. Also, welcome to Monday. I hope that you are doing well and that you are in good space. Here on my channel, we practice meditation and with your favorite hot beverage, and we think of things from a multi-dimensional lens here on my channel. So we have our body, our emotions, our mind, our relationships, and we work with mindfulness in all of these dimensions rather than just the mind or just the breath, or there's really no just. It's sort of integrated practice that works with all of these dimensions, and we need all of them in order to have the impact required for today's world. And when more than one person practices in this way, we have an impact on the social fabric. Because of our nervous system, there's a way in which how we act and show up in the world, how it resonates out into the community, how it ripples out. And this is the way in which we make change, even though it might be small. Still, a change is required today. If we are going to get onto a better track of peace and prosperity for us all. So I'd like to do a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. Today we'll go for about half an hour. And I'd like to talk a little bit today about the difference between self-awareness and like hypervigilance. And I think it's very useful because I think many people think and confuse these two. And hypervigilance is a state that is generated by our nervous system when we are in fight or flight. Typically, we are triggered and our nervous system will activate in such a way with which to protect us. And that could be from a variety of factors, It could be many different things that could impact a trigger in a nervous system. And the interesting thing is it doesn't have to be real or imagined for the trigger to occur, and then that hypervigilance will activate. And because there's so much that can happen in the world, and because of the way that our smartphone heightens this, there's a kind of constant hypervigilance. Like you can be aware of a current geopolitical activity, for example, a war or something like that, or a violent act carried out extrajudicially, for example. You could be aware of that, but it could land in you in such a way where it just adds to your trigger response to life. And I think a lot of people like me out there really would like to reduce the suffering of our triggers and our trigger responses in our systems. And we see them, and we see how that works, how that generates attention, and therefore clicks, and therefore revenue, and therefore money flowing to people who are a part of capitalism, and so on. And in order to live in the future that I would like, the one of a little bit more peace and less suffering, it will require a kind of self-awareness, which is different than hypervigilance. And self-awareness comes from a rooted, grounded place. Self-awareness comes from recognition and curiosity. And it's very different. And so we practice self-awareness here on my channel, which is very different than hypervigilance. So let's practice that now. We'll start with our eyes closed. It will begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely, in through the nose, out through the mouth. On the in-breath, feeling your body, and then on the out-breath, letting go of tension, resistance, and stress. Just letting it flow out of you. Allowing the whole trunk of your body to expand and contract, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. And gently place your attention on your physical body and begin to notice your body sensations. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling, pulsing, sense of aliveness. And you can feel your body's contact with the earth underneath you, your body's connection with the planet. And we can begin the practice of feeling and softening on the in-breath, feeling your body, and then on the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body like warm honey, deep into the earth. everywhere that the honey touches in your body is cleansed, healed, and purified, and made whole as it travels down through your body deep into the earth. And the earth receives that energy and transforms it and recycles it as it travels down through your body deep into the earth. Letting go of stress, tension, and resistance. And bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space on the in-breath, into the center of your chest, breathing into your heart, and then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what is present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space, which is very important for our emotional hygiene. And you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just allowing yourself to feel a little bit. Good. And just spending a little bit more time in your heart, on the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening, letting go of stress, tension, and resistance from your heart. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. If you like, you can breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows or the top of your head, your crown, wherever you feel is correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. Coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy your mind is, how active your thinking is, and remaining uninvolved with your thinking, allowing your thoughts to come and go. And it can be useful to notice that when you get pulled into a thought, to come back to feeling your head or your body and the earth underneath you for grounding. Coming back to feeling when you notice that you're thinking. here, we can spend a little time with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the work we did to remain present and not evaporate. And very good. And then here, we'll work in the shared space, also known as the relational space. Every relationship has an inside and an outside. And we can practice feeling with our nervous system outside and inside. On the in-breath, feeling around you, the space around you, and then on the out-breath, feeling the space inside you. And just practice noticing the difference between the two. And then from here, if you like, you can add in qualities to the practice of love, compassion, and gratitude. And on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you. And then on the out-breath, love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. Good. And then from here, we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet to allow you to do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up blessings and healing, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great Monday, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.